What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. Now, I typically put out the daily rap review video first thing in the morning, but Doody was tired last night, didn't feel like pumping out any content, so I had to catch up from last night. Had to post a video about the Wage Quit of Soros, which is out there, and then also needed to put out an amazing exclusive video regarding DSP is now trending on Twitter. For all the wrong reasons, and we know he's getting mocked and ridiculed for his Pokemon scam, which of course, he'll talk a little bit about it here. So I figured, you know what, let me make a video because I love when DSP trends for the wrong reason. It's just so great because, I mean, if you want a rule book for how not to do internet streaming, DSP should write the book. That's right. So let's check out the daily rap. It was 12 minutes of cope. I cut it up a little bit, sped it up, got it down to 9.5, well, almost 10 minutes. So let's watch some of this. Let's see what he had to say. I'm pretty sure he'll probably complain about detractors and trolls and kick and so on. So let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 21st of May, 2026. A day with highs and lows would probably be the absolute best way to describe today. Because today, some really cool, good, positive stuff happened. Today, some really crappy, negative stuff happened. I'm actually glad the week is over, because I'm hoping that when we come back next week, we can start fresh. So allow me to explain what I mean in this video, okay? Today was my
Phil, before I even watch this video, brother, everyone knows already what the low is. You didn't get any support, and you're going to scream about Kick not supporting you. I think this week he got like 5 subs. Oh my lord, that Kick check is going to be abysmal today. I'm waiting for Jay Wozzle to put, Jay Gannon to put out the numbers for this week, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty deplorable. So let's keep going. And let's see if I'm right or not.
Final streaming day of the week, which is weird. Usually I'm here through Friday, and Saturday is my day off. But this week, as I've told everyone, I need 2 days off. My exercise weight machine is arriving tomorrow. I got to be here to receive it, bring it in, build it, etc. And then, of course, I need my normal day off to do everything else that I would normally do on a day off, all my errands and the like. So I can't be here again until Sunday. It's just a weird feeling because normally I would have Friday to play catch up and have a proper ending to the week, and I don't have that this week. So,
by the way, what he means by catch up is to beg for more money and try to increase his weekly payout. That's what he means by that. Nothing else. Because typically he knows that on Friday, most people either get their checks or their disability checks or what have you, or they get some kind of money, or they get their allowance from their parents, whatever it is. Most people have a little bit more disposable income on Friday. So that's why he rarely ever skips Friday, because he knows that's a payday. It's a main reason too why most of his latest marathons, have been on Friday, because the expectation is people get paid, so they're willing to give me money. So that's why he's upset he can't stream on Friday.
what happened today? How did it go? Well, first off, I'm happy to announce that my box of Pokemon cards arrived, okay? And right off the bat, I was excited to unpack my very first pack of Pokemon cards. There's 36 packs of 10 cards in this box. And I wanted to see how it would go with my new setup, with all the cameras and the angles and the lighting. It went very well, okay? So that was very fun to do. And I made an announcement that moving forward, every time that I do a Pokemon-related stream, I would do an unpacking. When we do the upcoming trading card game store simulator that we are going to be doing next week, I'm going to do an unpacking. And that anyone who contributes $50 on a stream can request that I then open a pack of cards in tandem with their contribution, okay? So we ended up opening a pack on the podcast just for fun, and then 2 more people tipped $50, so we ended up doing 2 more packs. So overall, out of the 36 packs, we're down to 33. We already did 3 packs today. I put all the cards into my binder. As you can see, they're all in here. We got some metallics, we got some holofoils, some good stuff there, and some of the rarer cards I actually put into sleeves. Nothing great. I think the most valuable card is just a couple of bucks. So nothing special for the first few unpackings, but I mean, that's 3 out of 33. We still have a lot of potential that there may be something interesting in there, right? So it was actually quite fun to do. And I'm very much looking forward to doing more of it, okay? So the podcast today was extra long. I hope you'll give it a look. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It was definitely something unique and different. Then we jumped into Lego Batman, and we continued on, and it was great. We did 2 hours, and this time we continued on with the plot line from the Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson one, where basically you're chasing the Penguin, and then you're going after Falcone. And then after that, it went into, of all things, the Lucius Fox arc from Batman Begins, which is interesting because it's 2 movies combined again. And then we did open world roaming, and the world of this game is outstanding, like absolutely amazing. You're going through the world like, whoa, this is really unique and different. It's so huge compared to like other games. And to be honest, it looks kind of like you're playing Arkham City again. So it was so amazing to go around and all the abilities you get even early in the game. Super fun. So we had a great time with that. And overall, at the end of that stream, it was very, very well supported. Like I said, between the 2 people who wanted to get the unpackings plus other people who had already been supported, it was like almost, at the end of the stream, I want to say it was like almost $250 of support. So outstanding, right? Great stream. Good stuff overall. Good start to the day. The late stream was literally the polar opposite. And to be honest with you, I was afraid this would happen because I had seen the writing on the wall, playing Saros as long as I have, now about 20 hours in, seeing how the way the game was going, seeing the crowd that was showing up for it, etc. To be honest with you, when I started playing Saros 3 weeks ago, I was under the impression it wouldn't last a couple streams because the game is incredibly repetitive, very grindy, very similar to Returnal, which everyone has already seen, had almost no hyper hoopla behind it when it released. From what I'm to understand, the game has only sold around 300,000 copies in the 3 weeks it's been out. And that's not good. Sony, Housemarque, they are not happy. They're very disappointed. And if you want my honest perspective on it, it's very simple. It's too similar to Returnal, and no one cares about PlayStation 5 exclusives anymore. If you remember when Returnal came out many years ago, it was a big, high-profile PS5 exclusive. Graphics on console hadn't looked that good up to that point, and people were looking for console exclusives to play on PS5 only like 6 months after its release, so this was a huge thing. Now, PS5's been out for 5-6 years. No one really cares about the exclusives anymore, and I almost feel like this game being an exclusive hurt it, because most people didn't even know it was coming out. So here we are tonight. We're taking on World 5. Last time we had taken on World 5, did 2 runs in it. Both runs we got to the boss, and we're getting very close to beating him. Like, wow, this is cool. We'll definitely do it tonight. So guess what happens tonight? The game now throws at me some of the most ridiculously difficult situations I've ever seen. And this is the nature of a roguelike, is that there's a set number of scenarios that can happen, but it just rolls the dice and says, you get whatever we decide to give you. So last time when I played World 5, it was a lot more fair, it was a lot more fun, it was a lot more balanced. This time I go to play World 5, it's rooms with a mini-boss and endlessly spawning minions around, shooting from behind, and there's things in the way so you can't properly dodge, dead. Okay, next time. Oh, this room now has a mini-boss that teleports around the room, and then 2 minions that also teleport around the room, and this and that. Wait, what? I didn't fight any of that the first 2 runs. Why is it so hard all of a sudden? So make no mistake, I did an entire hour where basically
Okay, I let Phil ramble on enough. Okay, he spent 2.5 hours trying to play and beat the boss, and it didn't happen. He sucked. And of course, what happened? He wage quit. It was the lowest supported stream all year. That's right. We notice you're hearing a lot of that recently. It seems like every other day is the lowest supported stream. The lowest supported stream. Well, technically, he's right here. Because the lowest supported stream before this was $53. And this one, I think, made him $45 or whatever. So he's kind of right there. So congratulations, DSP. We appreciate you breaking records.
the beginning of hour 2, I get a better run and I make it to the boss, but I'm so exhausted. Like, I'll be honest, playing
No
the Gone had a break and had some story and saw maybe a new world.
No one cares about that.
It grinded away at me and it drained me and it tired me out and continued today. I'll explain this in a moment because I want to end the video with it. And, I'm doing what I can to maintain the stream. Basically, by the end of the night, I had not beaten World 5. We spent 2 hours on this and I couldn't beat it. We did get very close. With the last run, I got the boss down to about half of his final health bar and then I died. I'm like, oh my God, how frustrating. But we didn't do it. And the least supported stream of the year. I did not even make $50 tonight. So by far, this stream was a failure, okay? And like I said, I had already been wondering if Saros would last more than a few streams. I'll be honest, there was a couple times Saros was not getting any support at all. And then what happened is, like, last minute, 1 or 2 people would show up and drop a big tip or a big amount of subs or something. I'm like, whoa. So I would keep playing it. Tonight, none of that happened. Whoever it was or whoever the people are who like Saros were not there for the stream. And I couldn't make progress. The audience was trolling or just not enjoying it. I'm done with Saros, okay? I'm just being honest with you. There's so many other things going on. I want to play more Lego Batman. We got 007 First Light coming out on Tuesday that I can't wait for. It looks really good. I want to continue with fun Pokemon stuff. I want to try new stuff at night. So, we're going to be trying the Baby in Yellow. We're going to be trying this trade card game. We may do Black Jacket or other new games. There's just so much potential of stuff to do that I just don't see Saros as being worthwhile grinding. This is World 5 of 9. There's still 4 more worlds after World 5. And it's like, do I really want to keep playing this game for another 2 to 3 weeks and keep it in the rotation to beat it when there's so few people who care about it? And the answer is a resounding no. So, folks, if you like the Saros...
He's so fucking clever. Great job there, Phil. So seamless. He's so lowbrow, low effort, man. Like, come on, man. It's over there. It's such a fucking boomer.
Thank you for coming by and supporting it. It didn't happen tonight. Personally, tonight drained me. I'm tired of the game. It's obvious that most people are tired of the game.
Drained me.
Okay?
The only man in the world who gets drained by sitting on a chair and playing video games. The only man that gets drained. God, man, you better get your heart checked out, Phil. Because if literally you're getting drained by just sitting there and playing video games, you might have a fucking heart condition. Seriously. Like, I've played very intense games, competitive games, and I've never said to myself, I'm exhausted. Now, if I'm going to play a game 5 or 6 hours straight, yeah, I'm a little tired because it gets tiring sitting down or whatever. I get that. But I'm not exhausted like if I was, I don't know, fucking mining coal or something. Jeez. And this guy wants you to believe that he works out. Sure, Phil. Whatever. Yeah, exhausted playing video games.
Now, the final thing I want to talk about. This week, there was a lot of negativity and a lot of trolling on the Kickstarter stuff. Why? Because something got a bug up their ass. Okay, I don't know what it was. demanding that I play Forza, demanding that I play it with the wheel and stuff like that. Just a nonsensical trolling, because as I stated, they really didn't want to see me play Forza Horizon 6, nor did they want to see me do it with the wheel. They just wanted to ask for something I wasn't doing, so they had something to...
So why are you responding to it? Why are you talking about it every single stream? Specifically, why are you bringing it up when support's slow? I noticed that you always bring it up or it's an issue when support's slow. For example, tonight he got 45 bucks on his night stream. Got no kick support whatsoever. And of course, now he wants to bring it up in the segment and did bring it up on the gameplay video. Why is it exactly? Is it you're trying to create a boogeyman? Is it that you're trying to, get your other viewers to rally and support you because the detractors and the kick trolls are hurting your business? What is it exactly, Phil? Man, then you're never ever going to beat. There's three allegations you're never going to beat. One, that you're a cult leader and you use cult-like tactics to drain Dents from your money. Two, you're an e-beggar. Never ever gonna break that, brother. Never. And then three, you're a scumbag, okay? Which I think encompasses everything about you, DSP. In a nutshell. If you're talking about a subject about DSP, I think those three things wrap who you are in a nutshell. They're like defining traits of you.
Complain about. Then when I played it, they didn't care. In fact, I'm not even kidding you. No one today wanted Forza, and after a little bit of trolling on the podcast, no one asked for the wheel.
You banned all of them. That's why. You banned every single person who was asking for Forza and the wheel. So of course they're not going to be there. Again, Phil thinks that people will continuously tolerate being mistreated. I think that's one of Phil's shortcomings, is he has this thought in his mind that he is that popular, that people like him, and even people that hate him will always come back for abuse. Like, he really thinks he could treat people like garbage and get away with it and they'll come back. This is why he loves saying, I'm gonna do this and you're gonna like it. Because that's how he treats every relationship. Yeah, Kat, I'm not gonna give you shit. I'm not gonna give you a honeymoon. I'm gonna force you to be my maid. I'm not gonna give you any money. I'm gonna force you to work a part-time job you don't need to work, and you're gonna like it. Yeah, Mom, I'm not going to give you any grandkids. I'm not going to visit you. I'm only going to call you once a week. I'm going to do it, and you're going to like it. That's his attitude in life about everything. And then he wonders why people dislike him, why they think he's so grimy and disgusting and a terrible person and want nothing to do with him. Here it is. This is why, Phil, when you try to pull a $100 Pokemon card, pull scam, grift, no one is willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone already automatically assumes that, yep, this is DSP. What else did you expect from DSP? Of course he's going to tie it to monetization. Everything he does is monetized. So why were you expecting anything great? And me, like an idiot, and I'll call myself an idiot for expecting, maybe having a little bit of hope that maybe DSP can learn and he can maybe, I don't know, surprise us and do something different, like say not monetize everything. No, he just proves detractors and everyone right about him. And then he gets upset when people call him out about it. Tough shit, Phil. You don't like it? Stop being a scumbag.
A dead issue, they moved on. So it wasn't ever an issue. It was just them being contrarians and being negative dicks. I don't really know what happened this week and what caused that, because last week, the Kick audience was actually liking my content. They were, I did the react to the quartering and stuff.
No, this is every week, Phil. Every week, the Kick trolls, the YouTube trolls are out there in full force. And again, man, just because you don't want to live in reality and believe the truth, and look at this face, my God, and you don't want to believe the truth and live in reality, 90% of your viewership are trolls and detractors and people that hate you. They really do. They just hate you, and they want to make your life miserable. I mean, and that sucks. I mean, I'm not a big fan of making people miserable, but still, when it comes to you, man, I don't like when people tell me they hate you. I don't go, well, man, that's a little strong. You shouldn't hate DSP. You know what I mean? Because I say to myself, I don't hate DSP. He's annoying and stupid, and he's a grifter, and he deserves all of the he deserves everything people say about him. I'll say that, but I don't hate the guy. It takes a lot to hate someone. Like I hate Hitler. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot. But when people say that, I don't say, nah, man, you shouldn't think that. Or no, I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get why you hate this man. I completely get it. And you know what? You're valid. You're valid in your thoughts. I just choose not to because I try not to hate anyone. Really, I don't. I may hate some of the shit he does, but I try really hard not to hate anyone because honestly, hate takes a lot of effort. And I'm not about effort. I really isn't. You can see in my content, in my podcast, in my clips, I'm low effort, and I'm good with that. I'm okay with being a low effort content creator. It's all good. I don't mind. And you want to call me out for it? Knock yourself out. But I know who I am. So, all right, let's keep going because we could be here. We could be here for 10 hours straight just trashing this guy, and that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to call out his nonsense, which is what we're doing.
I enjoyed because I think it was drama. But this week, not so much. This week, now I've now streamed 5 days. I think total this week, I maybe got 7 subs the entire week. I did get kicks, so I'm not going to complain there. But, I mean, it's ludicrous.
Oh, I'm glad you're not going to complain. Oh, it's ludicrous. Oh, okay. All right. So it's ludicrous that someone decides, or a group of people decide, not to part with their money. Really, Phil? It's ludicrous.
Only 7 subs the entirety of the week is terrible, okay? So, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what, Phil? When shit like this happens to you, and again, I don't tell people how to spend their money. That's another thing I don't do. If you want to support Phil, whatever, knock yourself out. That's just money you want to waste. Whatever, I don't give a shit. I can encourage you not to, but if that's something you want to do, go ahead. Whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not really gonna dump or shit on someone because they did that, right? But you know what I mean? Like when you do shit like this, Phil, call people out directly and call them, you know, say it's disgusting and that it's terrible and that it's nonsensical. And for what? Why? Again, Phil, you are not entitled to anyone's money. If your chat decides for the next 3 weeks to close up the Velcro wallet and not give you $1, you, sir, should just shut the fuck up and maybe reflect and say, well, why has everyone decided not to give me any support? And then modify your behavior. But of course, no, you won't do that. You will simply blame everyone else. You'll blame me for poisoning the well. You'll blame the Kick Chat. You'll blame Kino Casino for streaming and talking about you. It's everyone but him. It's everyone but him. And again, he just refuses to take accountability. So people that refuse to take accountability deserve all this hate and you know, derision. They do. They really do, Phil. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to ever let up. If you know, to the day I finish this, if I decide I'm done detracting, to that day comes, man, I'm going to keep grilling you and calling you out for your nonsense, man, because you deserve it. You know, if no one in your life is willing to call you out, then you know what? I'm happy to be your big brother and step up and call you out and tell you when you're being stupid. And sir, you're being stupid. Your Pokemon Griff asking for $100, you're being stupid. You calling out Kick Chat for not giving them, for them not giving you your money is stupid and scummy. Please stop it. Be better, DSP. I know that's a foreign concept for you and it's difficult for you to do, brother, but be better, man. Good God, man. I'm exhausted. All right, anyway. Going to be podcasting there at 10 o'clock. We'll be talking more about this. It should be great. Hope to see you guys there. Peace out.